Welcome, time travelers. Fasten your seatbelts as we launch into a captivating exploration through the pages of history, focusing on the puzzling universe of polygamy, a tradition as ancient as the dawn of mankind. Today, our voyage stretches from the initial recorded instances of polygamy to its contemporary manifestations. Our exploration commences in the womb of civilization, Mesopotamia of yore. In this ancient society, polygamy wasn't just a mere acceptance, but often a celebrated norm, predominantly amidst the ruling class. Unfurling the intricate tapestry of Mesopotamian society, we find that polygamy had far-reaching societal implications. It was a mechanism to forge alliances, consolidate power, and increase progeny. The societal structure was such that men, particularly of higher status, were expected to have multiple wives, each playing a unique role within the household structure. Women, while bound by the constraints of a patriarchal society, held complex roles within polygamous unions. The primary wife, often chosen for her social or political advantages, held considerable authority, often overseeing the management of the household and the upbringing of children. Subsequent wives, generally chosen for their fertility or physical attractiveness, also held important roles, each contributing to the functioning of the household and, by extension, the society. This extended family structure, while challenging, had its merits, with children growing up in large familial networks providing support and companionship. However, it could also lead to conflicts and rivalry, both among co-wives and their offspring, which were subject to varying degrees of paternal attention and inheritance rights. The renowned Code of Hammurabi, traced back to the 18th century BCE, sheds light on AI of laws related to polygamy, which mirror its widespread acceptance and societal normalization. For instance, the code stipulates that a man could take a second wife if his first wife was unable to bear children, but she was still to be maintained. It also reveals laws regarding inheritance, where a man's estate was divided equally among all his legitimate sons, regardless of their mother's status. In essence, the Code of Hammurabi provides a compelling testament to the fact that polygamy in ancient Mesopotamia wasn't merely a personal choice, but an institution regulated by societal norms and laws, shaping the dynamics of family, power, and gender for centuries to come. Fast forward a few centuries to ancient Egypt, where pharaohs were known to have multiple wives and concubines. The grandeur of the pharaohs was often measured by the number of wives they had, with each wife playing a unique role within the royal court. Our next stop is ancient Israel. Here, polygamy was a common practice among the patriarchs. Notable figures such as Abraham and King Solomon were known polygamists. This practice was often driven by the need to ensure the survival of the family line and to solidify political alliances. As we move into the Greco-Roman period, we find that polygamy, while not as common, still held a place in society. It was typically practiced among the upper classes and often served as a means of consolidating wealth and power. Our time machine now transports us to the medieval period. Here, polygamy was largely frowned upon in Europe due to the influence of the Christian Church. However, it flourished in other parts of the world, such as Africa and Asia, where it was often tied to social status and wealth. As we approach the modern era, we witness a dramatic shift in attitudes towards polygamy. While it remains legal and practiced in certain parts of the world, it is largely illegal and socially frowned upon in many societies. Our journey through history reveals that polygamy, a practice as old as civilization itself, has been shaped by a myriad of factors, from societal norms and religious beliefs to political alliances and economic considerations. It serves as a reminder of the complexity of human relationships and the diverse ways in which societies have sought to organize themselves. In this journey, we've traversed the sands of ancient Mesopotamia, walked the halls of Egyptian palaces, explored the patriarchal households of ancient Israel, visited the upper echelons of Greco-Roman society, delved into the medieval world, and finally arrived in the modern era. We've seen how societal norms, religious beliefs, political alliances, and economic considerations have all played a role in shaping the practice of polygamy. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating voyage through time. We hope you've enjoyed this exploration of the inside lives of historical polygamists. To continue journeying through history with us, do subscribe to Time Travelers and give this video a thumbs up. Until our next adventure, stay curious and keep exploring.